Hey YouTube. So I'm gonna plug Ricky Shore again really quick because he made a video about this rap group called the Boot Camp Clique and Helter Skelter and all this kind of stuff that's somehow related to the artist I want to talk about. And I don't really know a lot about Boot Camp Clique and Helter Skelter and all that kind of stuff. Sorry. But I used to work in a record store, and when you work in a record store and you're not a very good employee, or you're just lazy or whatever, you got a lot of free time, so you can comb through all the CDs. And I was going through the hip-hop section one day, because when we worked there, like, everybody had to pick an individual section and work on it, so I just took the hip-hop section, and the boss was gone, so I was just listening to CDs, and I found this guy, Sean Price. He was known as Ruck back then, when he was a member of those groups that I was talking about in the 90s. This is 2005 album for Duck Down Music. Sean Price, Sean P, the brokest rapper you know. It's a really good CD. He's from Brooklyn. He's an East Coast rapper. He's got a criminal record for selling crack. He's done a couple years in jail. He's done jail time in the years I read. I don't know for sure. I didn't see like a police report on him or anything. But yeah, he's a really, really cool guy. He's got this cool, aggressive kind of flow, but like, I don't know, it's not really threatening to listen to because he's really, like, his words rhyme so well, and he's got such a good vocabulary and stuff, and he's very creative. He's very kind of diverse in his aggression on here, so you can kind of tell that he's kind of smart and kind of cool in real life. Like, he can't really be like a stupid douchebag, really. Yeah, he's got this kind of dirty, grimy flow. He's like kind of boisterous but humble at the same time, because he'll talk about like kicking people's asses and talk about being like the brokest rapper you know, and just being like really poor, and like, you know, he does a lot of bitch hating on here and stuff too, because he talks about bitches all the time and how he has to take like ecstasy to get turned on with them and stuff because his bitches are so ugly and stuff like that. But yeah, he slings crack, slings coke on the CD. It's really, really cool. It's got really cool beats. But yeah, you have to pretty much hear it to see, like, it's, you know, it's gangster hip hop really, so it's, if you're into like that good kind of like jizza stuff that I was just, like all those artists I mentioned, like Sean P could rank up there with this album anyway. He had an album that came out after this called Jesus Price Superstar, and I kind of listened to it when it came out, and I didn't really like it at all, but this CD is really good. Maybe it's just one of those rare gems, because I've noticed in my day that a lot of rappers only have like pretty much one or two good albums each. Like, I'm sure you could mention others that have more than one and then you know you're a fan of and stuff, but really the only like masterpiece albums that are actually really good, you know, they're rare, and this is probably one of them. I'd like to put this in the pile of, you know, possible contestants for the winner of best, you know, like a really good album, like a classic album. But it does have like downsides on this album. Like, some of the guest appearances aren't that great as usual on most hip hop albums, and there's like, you know, mediocre beats, rap tracks. But Sean Price has a lot of charisma. He's got a cool vocabulary. He's got a cool, you know, cadence about him, I guess. So he's really cool. He's really engaging to listen to. He's really funny. There's hilarious songs on here, like one called I Love You, Bitch and stuff. It's really cool. But it's mostly bangers. Like, they're all kind of RZA-esque, I want to say, kind of like bangers on here. It's like, you know, got the simple kind of borderline minimal beats, got like weird kind of drums. It's simple. There's also got a lot of soul tracks on here too, but they all have his like funny little like asshole aggressive, you know, broke as hell kind of rap. Like, it sounds really funny on here. I really like this album. It's got, you know, maturity at the same time. I don't know. If you're into hip hop at all, if you like it in any way, I'd check it out. If you and if you don't, I don't know, just listen to something else. But Sean Price, Monkey Bars, 2005, Duck Down Music.